Hello guys, it is me, I'm Falcon64, and today I am here with episode 6 of the Cloak and Dagger review. Now, a plot for this episode. Tyrone heads down a dangerous path to get closer to Detective Connors, as Tandy pretends to be a Roxxon intern in an attempt to get answers. Detective O'Reilly gets closer to Detective Connors. Avita's unclear worries about Tyrone's future. So the acting on this episode. In this episode, you get to see Tandy become another person and try to get closer to Mina Hess to find out more about her dad. And Tyrone tries to become a person that does dirty work to get closer to Connors. That's the person that killed his brother. Yeah, I forgot his name, so I never really said it in the other past reviews, but now that I know it, I'm gonna better as Connors, obviously. And for characters. Tyrone wants to get closer to Connors, and the only way he can do that is if he joins in on the whole drug deal business with Dwayne, which is Billy's friend, which I had also forgot his name, so he tries to get a spot open by taking a bag from another one of his employees. Once he gets the bag, the employee finds him and touches him, and Tyrone can see his nightmare, which in my opinion was disturbing but also intriguing. Yet it was like a child's nightmare, which I don't understand why a grown man is having that, but maybe he just has some fears that never went away. Tandy becomes an intern for Mina and tries to get answers, but she ends up connecting with her a little and she doesn't want to see her folks. Later on, Mina finds it weird that Tandy is asking all these questions, and she puts the pieces of the puzzle together and figures out it was Tandy and not the name she had gone by, which was Liz. I thought that, well, obviously since she's super smart, she'd have to figure out sooner or later, but it was actually not really fast, but I didn't think it'd be in the same episode that she'd feel like, okay, this person is off, but yeah, that's pretty cool. Now the CGI. We've all seen what Tandy's daggers look like, and in this episode we focus a little more on Tyrone's teleportation, since he can't really figure out how to use it. When he does, towards the end of the episode, the smoke on him looks a little cooler to me from afar than up close. Yeah, most of the time CGI does look better from afar. In the case that it does look good up close, then props to them. But for this show, I feel like it's a little bit better from afar, but it'll still grow on me since it kind of already has. Now the pacing of the story. O'Reilly gets closer to Connors because I believe she knows that he's a bad guy. I feel this way because towards the end, Connors sets up for her to be killed, but as soon as she walked into the room, Connors yells her name, and she instantly shot Dwayne and killed him. Now Dwayne knew she was coming, and he was ready to kill, but he ended up getting killed. After Mina finds out about Tandy, she goes to her dad, and Tandy follows. Mina's dad seems to be stuck in a loop like Eleven's mom said. Yeah, I think that's a catastrophic. I don't know if it's catastrophic or something like that state. I forgot to say it. I probably wrote it in the next review, but all he did was hum, but when Tandy tried to see his hope, all she saw was a door with smoke coming from it, and when she tried to touch it, her light wouldn't let her. Now I don't know what the writers are trying to say, but I was a little confused on why he had the darkness coming from a locked door. And finally, my most favorite scene in this episode was when Tyrone teleported to Tandy after Dwayne was shot and he was crying, and Tandy tried to comfort him, but their powers wouldn't let them touch each other. This really made me feel bad because Tandy couldn't do anything while Tyrone was just crying in front of her. Yeah, it was heartbreaking. Like he was having a breakdown, and Tandy tried to get close, and her light wouldn't let her. And I think his darkness stopped it too, but it was just so sad. Like he was breaking down right in front of her. But I also have to put this in acting too, because you can see tears. I love it when actors actually cry and they don't cover their face, but he started to cry, he was tearing up. Same with Tandy, whenever she needs to cry, she cries too, which means that these guys are really great at their job, and I just love that. Like the little things I like. And let me go back up here a little. The locked door. Now that I've seen more, since I'm a little ahead in this episode, now I know that he does. I thought at first that he had powers too, and that's why he had darkness or something like that. But Now later on you'll figure out why it was a lot. But overall episode, this was another great episode. It focused a lot on other characters that were around our main characters, which is always good. The only thing I didn't really like is how Tyrone had teleported. It didn't really look right. He just blinked away, but really at the same time kind of interesting. Yeah, it was just like stop motion type stuff, but it was still pretty creative, you know. I liked it. I liked it at the time. It'll grow on me, obviously. Everything has to, so I can like this because I really do like the show. But that's all I have for you guys, and I'll catch you next time.